Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. So today I'm going to teach you how to paint this vase, but this is going to be only the vase. If you would like to watch a full class, including how I paint the background, please join me on Patreon. And the website is www.patreon.com/MariaMorjane, and I hope to see you there. For this class, you can see here a list of all the art supplies that I used. And please don't worry about matching any colors because it's really not that important. With every painting, it's all about light and shadows. What we're going to do is paint the vase now, and we're going to wet it first and then apply colors, wet on wet. So whatever we see the highlights in the reference image, which is all this right side of it, that's where we're going to start with a very light value of a color. Like let's say cobalt blue, maybe some yellow and some red, but then we're gonna apply most of the colors, the darks, where the darkest parts are. We also want to include some of this kind of cobalt green and maybe marine blue. You can use different colors too. So what I'm gonna do is wet it first, and please have your colors pre-diluted with water. So this is like the highlighted area, and actually we can probably just leave it paper dry. And then we have some more, some color there, but we have masking fluid. There you go. So now, what brush? I'm going to use my long quill size 2 brush. I'm going to start, let's see, where do I want to start actually? I'll probably start with this side where I have these pretty turquoise shades of turquoise. So this is my cobalt turquoise or cobalt turquoise light and then cobalt green. That's what it is. I'm going to place it here, a little more of those colors. This is more like a half and half like ratio between water and paint. I do feel and see this shade on the left side right here. A little more of it. Right there. That's pretty. Just like that. And then maybe not too close, I guess, to the edge. Just enough of that. And then what else do I see it? I can just spread it actually in other areas as well. Now, because I have flowers, I'm including flowers in this painting, I also need some of this bright violet. So this is where the flowers are, so I'm going to place it maybe like right in here. Now, this is when I want this burnt sienna, some of liquid red. I'm going to start applying heavy cream-like ratio between water and paint, just so I can have more control. Too much water here. I'm going to grab this and wipe this on the towel. There you go. Too much water, I don't want that. And let's see, I want some of this indigo too. Here you go. So these are my darkest areas. I'm going to mark this for myself. So it's kind of like right here, going all the way closer to this part of the vase. More like a brown, I guess. And then we have like part of the vase, like it looks like this part is highlighted, or maybe it's because of the juices that are leaking down there. And then this should be a little darker all the way to that part. Like mid values here. We don't want to lose the cobalt shade of that cobalt blue. And then this is all the highlighted part again. And then what about this? This should not be this light because that's not how the light is hitting the object. I'm just going to, there you go, color it. It feels like there is actually a little bit of a highlight in a way. And now, because it's a vase, right, and we have like some pattern there, might as well grab more of the colors. So Van Dyke Brown, Indigo, Quin Red, Burnt Sienna. This is all thick paint on my brush. What I want to do is create these kind of, the roundness of it, let me just say it this way. So it feels nice and round, but I need way more of the indigo to change the shade of my browns. That's why. And this is kind of how the shadows go, something like this. So I painted it wet on wet, right? And I kind of started with the lightest colors first with the highlights. Next step, I'm holding my rigger brush size 2 and I want to start lifting. And I feel like it's a little early, but you know what? I'm going to grab a different brush. This is the round 2. I'm going to lift with the round 2. So this is my small, medium stiff brush. I'm gonna pull it through here, just lifting a little bit there. Now with that damp brush, I'm gonna pull the paint from here. I'm reactivating this part, just like you pull the paint a little bit here. There you go. Now when you lift, you wanna wipe your brush on a towel first, right? And wait for that timing when that shine is almost gone from your paper. It has to be like that shine just basically disappears. So the paper feels damp, that's when you want to lift. Now I'm lifting here a little bit. I'm going to look for the most highlighted areas, although this is like the most highlighted part. But in between, we can still find smaller highlights. So thank you so much for your time. And please let me know if you have any questions.